Hello everyone, my name is Simrandeep Kaur and my Pecha Kucha topic is foodborne illness. Introduction. A foodborne illness is a condition brought on by eating food that has been poisoned with harmful microorganisms. Foodborne illness come in many different forms and are brought on by a variety of bacteria, viruses and parasites. Why it is important to learn about foodborne illness for FDNM. Approximately 4 million Canadians contract a foodborne illness each year. People cannot tell from the first bite of the food whether it is harmful or not. It is the duty of food provider and service team to keep the consumer safe by providing nutrition food. It is crucial to prevent foodborne illness with the right safety precautions and training because it can be expensive and dangerous for both consumer and producers. The food service team is in charge of cooking delectable meals, providing options for people with dietary restrictions and preventing contamination. Common causes of foodborne illness: botulism, Campylobacter, Chronobacter, Cyclospora, E. coli, hepatitis A and E, Listeria, norovirus, Salmonella, Shigella. And this is a picture which represents foodborne illness in the US by pathogen. It represents 11% Salmonella is a cause of foodborne illness, 10% Clostridium perfringens, 9% Campylobacter, 3% Staphylococcus aureus, 9% other, and 59% norovirus. Botulism. The toxins produced by specific type of bacteria causes this uncommon but serious disease. It is brought on when a person consumes contaminated food. Sources: homemade foodstuff that has been improperly canned such as peas, asparagus, mushrooms, etc. Food products like oil, chili, cheese sauce that has been improperly stored. Traditional preparation of fish or marine mammals include smoked fish, salmon, eggs, and seal food. Campylobacter. The most frequent type of Campylobacter bacteria to cause human illness is Campylobacter jejuni, which is commonly found in poultry, cattle, swine, and other animals. Sources: raw meat like poultry, beef, pork, and lamb, raw milk, and dietary products, etc. Next one is E. coli. People can contract E. coli infection by coming into contact with E. coli infected people, animal, surfaces, foods, or liquids. Sources: raw or undercooked beef, unpasteurized milk products, contaminated raw fruits and vegetables, and so on. Hepatitis A. Hepatitis A is a virus that causes serious liver disease. Hepatitis A virus is a non-enveloped positive stranded RNA virus. Sources: foods such as rice, leftovers, and sauces and soups. Spread usually through fecal oral transmission. It can spread in other ways. Norovirus. Norovirus is a highly contagious virus that can make people throw up and have diarrhea. 12 hours after exposure, symptoms start appearing. Chills, headache, and other discomforts are common. Salmonella. Salmonella bacteria cause an infection called salmonellosis, which develop after consuming tainted food or beverages. Sources: raw or undercooked poultry, pork, ground beef, eggs, and raw fruits and vegetables. Common symptoms: diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, nausea, fever, joint aches. Some get stomach flu. Incubation period is several hours to 1 week. This picture represents 5 common foodborne illness, which is chills, heartburn, nausea, dizziness, and heat. Key measures to prevent foodborne illness. Keep clean. Since hands are a major source of microorganisms, it is important to properly wash your hands before and after handling raw meat or other food. The surface and utensils need to be properly cleaned and sanitized. Separate raw food. Putting cooked and uncooked food together can cause cross contamination, which is another source of foodborne illness. Create a separate area for raw food storage and preparation. Use different knives and cutting board for raw meat to avoid cross contamination. Other prevention is cook thoroughly. Food that has been properly prepared and cooked for set amount of time and temperature kill harmful bacteria. After cooking, always check the temperature. Fish and whole muscle meat must be cooked at 145 Fahrenheit for at least 15 seconds, while poultry food must be cooked at 165 Fahrenheit for at least 15 seconds. Next one is keep food at safe temperature. Understanding the proper guidelines for thawing, refrigerating and serving temperature is a crucial for food service professional to keep customers safe, since proper food storage is essential to preventing food poisoning. The possibility of food spoilage is eliminated when food is stored at the proper temperature, because this temperature inhibits the growth of microorganisms. Use clean water and raw material. For each step in the recipe, use safe and fresh ingredients and always check the processing instruction and expiration dates on ingredients. For cooking and food preparation, be sure to use clean and disinfected water. This picture represents preventions of foodborne illness. Summary. Many Canadians suffer from foodborne illness. Learning about food poisoning, its signs, treatment can help people to take care of themselves. Using food safety guidelines and regulation, the food service team can lower the risk of transmitting a foodborne illness. Test questions. How long does any foodborne illness typically take to develop? And to prevent foodborne illness, what temperature should chicken be cooked to? Which infections does Salmonella cause? And this is the reference. Thank you.